Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. Let's get started in the center of our page with the eyes. So I'm going to get started on the left side and draw on the upper eyelid. So I'm going to start on the outside, we're going to curve in and then pull the line down. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside corner, curving up and then out. At the top of the eyelid, I'm just going to curl around the sides. Starting on the left, we're just going to hook this around and then back up. And then we'll do the same thing on the right. Now let's go in and tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So it's almost like a half circle, starting from the top corner here, curve down towards the bottom of the eye. I'm going to pull that in towards the inside. Now let's do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to tuck two smaller half circles underneath the eyelid. So I'm going to leave a gap on the outside. Starting on the left, I'm going to step in. We're going to curve down towards the bottom. Now I'm going to pull that up towards the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. So I'm going to leave that little gap on the inside. Curve down towards the bottom. Now I want to leave a larger gap along the outside of the eye. Now I'm going to add a highlight on the top left side of the pupil. So on the left side, I'm going to step down. I'm going to curl around and then up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to start on the inside here. I'm just going to see a little bit of it going around. And we're going to fill the pupils in black. On the inside of the eye, I just want to accentuate the brow line. So on the left side, I'm just going to hook up and over. I'm going to go over towards the right side and go in the opposite direction. Now in the center here, I'm going to step down and draw in the nostrils. So on the left side, I'm going to draw a small little hook coming down, leave a gap in the center, and do the same thing on the right. And then directly below the nose, we're going to add a mouth. So a little curve starting from left, going up, and then down. Now we're going to add the lower lip. So we're going to draw a curve from left to right going in the opposite direction. Let's add a little shading underneath the eyes. So I'm going to start on the left side here. We're going to curve up and over. Now we're going to step back and then down and draw that same curve going across. We're going to take that same pattern and do the same thing on the right side. Starting on the right, curve across, step over, down, and then hook over again. Now that we've drawn the face, let's go ahead and draw on the outside of the head. So directly on the side of the eyes, I'm going to start on the left side here. We draw an angled line coming down and then in towards the jaw about the same height as the mouth. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line up the side, come down an angle to the same height. Now we're going to draw two angled lines coming down towards the chin. We want to round out the chin. So let's start on the left side. We're going to come down with a flatter angle towards the center. We're going to round out the chin and go straight up in an angle towards the right jaw. Now let's go ahead and draw on the top of the head. We're going to leave a small gap just above this line here. Starting on the left, we're going to go up with a curve, going up towards the middle, and we make our way back down on the right side. Then again, leaving a little gap just above this line. Let's add a wrinkle along the top. So from this point here, we're going to step up, just draw a hook coming down. Do the same thing on the right. Now let's draw in the ears. So about halfway along this curve, I'm going to draw an angled line coming down and out. Now just above the jaw, we're going to step up and draw an angled line going in the opposite direction. So on the left, we'll step up, go up at an angle. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve going out. Okay, so now that we've drawn in the head, let's work our way down the body. I'm going to start with the upper chest first. So on either side of the chin, we're going to step down. On the left side, we're going to curve out and then back down. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now in between here, we're going to add the bottom edge of the chest. So we're going to leave a gap on either side, curving up and then down. And then from the chin, we'll draw a straight line coming down. Now from the bottom of the chest, we're going to curve down towards the hip. So going out and then down. And then from these 2 points, we're going to curve in towards a center point. Starting on the left, we'll curve in, and we're going to pull that down towards the middle. Now we're going to work our way up towards the right side. Let's add some stomach muscles in the middle here. So in the center, I'm going to curve down and then out towards the left. From this point on, step down, leave a little gap, curve down and out towards the right. Now we're going to do that same thing just below here. So in the center, curve down and out towards the left. Step down, leave a little gap, curve down and out towards the right. Now from this point here, we're going to step down and draw a curve from left to right for the lower torso. On the left side, we're going to step in, curve down and out towards the left. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Now this is just the edge of the boot. So we're going to take this point here, curve across and over towards the left. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction at the bottom side of the leg. So let's start from the hip, curve out, and then down towards the same height. Do the same thing on the right, curving out, and then down. Now we're going to curve this in. We're going to leave a little gap in between these two lines. Now just below these 2 points, I'm going to step down and just draw a curve for a wrinkle. Do the same thing on the right. Now let's tuck the feet in underneath the ankle. From this point here, we're going to step in, curve down, and then in. Now I'm going to take that point and curve back up towards the inside of the ankle. I want to do a little bit of an overlap on the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now halfway up the leg, I'm going to add the curve from the outside of the leg, coming down, then in for the cuff of the boot. Now up in the hip area, I just want to add a wrinkle. Starting at the left side, we're going to curve down and then in. Now let's move back up and draw on the arms. I'm going to start just above this point for the shoulder, curve out and then down. We'll do the same thing on the right, curving out and then down. Now from the left side, I want to curve the top of the forearm, curving across towards the wrist. Now from here, I'm going to draw in the thumb. Starting from this line, we'll go up, come down, almost like drawing an oval. And we're going to pull this up about halfway along that curve. Now on the side of the thumb here, I'm just going to hook back in for the palm. Now we're going to stack the fingers in behind the thumb. So on the outer part of the thumb here, we're going to draw a half oval, going out and back in. Now at the bottom of this finger, we're going to go out, we're going to swirl this around and then tuck this in underneath the thumb. We'll do this one more time. Now at the bottom of this finger, I'm going to curve down and then up towards the inside of the wrist. Curving up. Now I'm going to step back, curve across, and then up in behind the body. Now right here in the center of the forearm, starting at the top, I'm going to curve in and then down. Let's take that arm and do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to start with the upper forearm, starting from the elbow, curving across towards the wrist. Now right here we're going to go up, down, and we're going to pull that up for the thumb. Now about halfway down the inside of the thumb, we're going to curve in for the palm. Now let's stack in those fingers. On the outer part of the thumb, go out, and we'll pull that in. At the outside part of this finger, we're going to go out, around, and then tuck this in behind the thumb. We'll do this one more time. Now at the bottom of this finger, I'm going to curve down, and we'll pull that up towards the wrist. Now just from this point, we're going to draw on the bottom part of the arm. From this point, we're going to step down, curving across, and then up behind the body. Now right about halfway down the forearm, I'm going to curve in, and then down. I want to add a wrinkle in the elbow area. So from this point, I'm going to step in, and just curve down and in. Do the same thing on the right side. And then the last thing I want to do is add that little dart going in the center of the body. So we start on the side of the shoulder, I'm going to curve in, I'm going to pull this down towards the middle. I'm going to curve up and out towards the right, going up, over the edge of the chest, and then down on the shoulder. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.